Hello everybody, welcome back. As you can see, I am revisiting one of my old properties. This is the magic school. It has been in progress for a while now, and I thought it was the perfect place to test the swimming pools because, as you will see, I had an underground river here, and the underground river has vanished simply because you cannot flip the swimming pools anymore. Well, the old swimming pool. So let's keep going down. Oh, hold on. Let's keep going down and let's see what we've got here. As you can see underneath here, we have many swimming pools. So I'm going to sell them all. And we're going to try and put a proper swimming pool in here now. Is that everything? No, there's a few more. I don't want it to get stuck on anything. So this is our little underground area where if you go down into the bowels of the castle, that picture also needs to be enlarged, but that's beside the point. We've had a couple of glitches here and there. What am I doing? Let's find the swimming pool. I know where it is sort of, but I'm just going to find it. Here we go. Now I can place it here, so yay. Awesome. And okay, interesting. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where is it? Let's resize this. Let's find it first. There it is. And see if we can make it higher. Yes, we have water. We can take it back. Awesome. Take it all the way back here. We have water. And I'm guessing we're going to have to take it all the way out to the end of the tunnel there. Ooh, that looks good. That looks really good. Okay, I'm happy now. We shall... I kudos. And by taking it past the level of the dock, you actually can hide the walls. So while I've got my enlarge tool out, let's just make this bigger because it's supposed to show, there we go, like a weird underground forest in the background there. Okay, step one. Oh, there's supposed to be water over here as well. Dang, I'm gonna have to go down. Where are you? Where are you? Stop hiding. Thank you. I take it behind there. That is perfect. Awesome. But now we have a problem here. Let's take it to there. And we can probably just copy that. Oh, thank you. And we ran out of water at some stage, so we had to sort of like pretend. Okay, that works. And if we use that, okay, that works for me. right. Happiness. It's doing exactly what I want it to do. It looks awesome coming through there. Now let's go outside. Whee! We're going to go outside to our other river. It's got to come out. Where is our river? This is the front of the magic school. What is that? I have no idea. I suppose I should check what it is before I delete it, but it'll be fine. Okay. And the river is in the back here. Now we did have some water in it, but not a lot. Let's see what we can do with our little swimming pool block now. Dang it. All right. Move it. Move it. Where is it going? Okay. Now that we've got it moved, let's resize it. Okay, that works for me. It'll be fine. We just need to drag the wall of it. So we've got water here. Okay, I can live with that. Out there. Let's put it to there. Now we've got a nice river running. And then I think I'm going to take these blocks out. A little laggy, but it's to be expected, I think, because we are now officially underwater. Okay, so it is doable. I just don't know what I'm destroying on the top with that thing. So yes, it works. Let's take this out first while we're not underwater. You can see there's levels of this here, because I was trying to make different. Come on, don't give me grief and don't take other stuff out. Okay, that'll work for me. I think I'm going to put, what I'd really like to be able to do is take the swimming pool and create a waterfall with it, but we haven't been given the option to do that. We cannot flip it. We cannot, as you can see, to move it, we can move it up and down or side to side. That's pretty much the options we have. But you know what? We can do this. And just hide the wall. Okay, let's take that right the way up there, and then we can actually paint this, because, you know, actually let's put rocks on it, shall we? So it actually has a rock feel to it, and we can put the tree back down. And it looks like that. Awesome. One more pull and I'll be happy. Okay. You see, it also doesn't rotate, which is unfortunate. But you know what, again, I'm not going to complain too bitterly. We do have water to work with. Let's hide it behind there. And take it out underground there. We have more water. Awesome. Let's just paint that. And the top. Alright. So every single one of my builds that I've put water in is now officially broken. And I'm going to have to go into them and replace with other water. It is what it is. So we're going to leave this place. I think it is looking very interesting, and I do want to revisit it at some stage, because we've got a lot more things we can do in here now, especially in our creatures room. You'll see our greenhouse, our weird greenhouse has done some weird stuff. I think when they change something in the game, for example, these barrels have defaulted to some other strange color, and they're definitely not. They're supposed to be bronze or copper, and so is the roof. But as soon as they add something in the game, it sort of throws a couple of the old builds off. So we'll come back and visit this at some stage, but at least we have water back here. So let's go to our community center, and we can put a swimming pool in there, and we can, let's save this. Let's not save this. There we go. And we can carry on there. Let's go to our regular game. Okay, so we're at the old market, and I'm standing in the corner here having a look and see what we can do with this. Now, my first thought was we remove this, but I don't think so. What I'd really like to do is take this, copy style from these and darken this. Yes, that looks better. That looks better. It sort of blends in with the... Can I? No, that's an edging, isn't it? Dang. That's an edging. Okay, we'll have to address... Ooh, sun in the eyes. We're going to have to address that at a later stage. I don't want to sell these plants, but I'm going to move them for now, because we all know plants are heavily taxed in this game. They're expensive. So even though I do have over 4.5 million, got to save the pennies. So we'll just... Yay, that sun is blinding. Maybe you can see I've built an edging around here. Maybe we can use the plants in there. That's an idea. That doesn't look too bad. Yes, they're probably not centered. It's fine. I'm just trying to get rid of them for now. Because we're going to do... Oh, I haven't even finished this one. Oh, shame on me. I just did it the same bricks as the bottom there. And I think they look pretty good. But let's go through, take a shortcut out here, and then we can see what size we want to make the swimming pool. Now, we are going to have to break this. I don't think the pool... No, it won't. So, we're going to have to break it manually. This is going to be fun. We're going to have to do it I was going to say carefully, but you can see I'm anything but careful. I don't want to put it back. All right. Gentle hit. Thank you. Is that going to give us enough edging? Yes. Let's just work out our sizing. And then we can always smash up the middle easily enough. It's going to be a fairly big pool, but I also want enough space so that people can come and sit around it. Let's see, is that going to be big enough? We shall have to check. Now I'm just going to carry on hitting on this line and see if I don't miss. I don't really want to buy this concrete. And I suppose we are going to need to, it is going to be quite long, which is fine. I wouldn't mind making two pools, like a deep pool and then a shallower pool. Sort of like a kiddie pool and then a deeper pool. Okay, where are we going to? That is quite big. Let's line it up with that door there. That should be big enough. It's pretty big. Okay, strong hit. Let's see if I can actually do this without taking out. You can see I'm scared. Dang it. Come on. You can do it. I'll bring you guys back once I've done this. This looks like it's just going to take forever. I'm scared of actually taking too much out. Okay, it's a big pool. I wonder if I should shrink it a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to buy some of these. Oh, dang it. I'm going to brick it first, aren't I? Let's line it up about there. Oh, that is concrete. Damn. I didn't have to buy. That's better. That's more manageable. Let's get the swimming pool, shall we? I'm just still not going to look for it. I'm just going to buy it, shall we? Tells us that's 4.2 meters wide and 12.5 meters long. Should we do straight 12 meter? Okay, now where are we going? 2.2 meters I think is big enough. Ooh, that looks cool. I like that. Okay, let's just no there. At least we can edge the pool. How did we manage that side and it appeared as that? I have no idea. I'm not going to ask questions. I'm just going to do the thing. Wow! Damn it. How do I get out? Ah! Help! Help! Sandblasted steel. I think just the straight steel is good. What do you say? Yeah. I think I need a ladder. That's funny. At least it's not like the Sims where you actually have to, you end up drowning. So, can I please place it here? Why can't I place it? Am I gonna have to? It's not gonna get me out. I forgot I can't fly. It's funny. Having a good day. All right, where's that ladder? I think I want to put it over here. And the hitbox on this is just so... Maybe I want this side to be the shallow end. Maybe let's put the ladder on this side. What do you say? That makes sense to me. Okay, and then we've got drains. I'm not... Next time I get in there, we're going to be putting a bit of a slope on the bottom of the pool. But what drain are we wanting? They're very fancy. I can't see a public pool with a really fancy drain. But I think this one will work. Okay, we're going back in. I know my swimming pool's drain is like over here in the deepest end, which makes sense because when you're draining the pool, you want the water to actually like get out. And then my plan is to use this, yes, that way and in. So I'm wanting a fairly shallow end here. Just take it a little bit longer. Can I? No, I'm still standing. There we go. That makes sense, because then you can literally jump out. So that's like, oh, really. So that is like the shallow end. And yes, we'll put some steps there as well. And probably another one of these. Duplicate. Can I please duplicate this? The weirdest thing. Let's see how close I can get it to this side. Okay, so that works. Actually, I'm going to do that instead of steps. So you can actually... That's interesting. Okay, if I'm here... Okay, you just can't go down this. Interesting. You learn something every day. Okay. I am happy with that. Now we just need to decide where to put the filter. Now the filter will probably sit in the shallow end. How far does this go down? To me, this isn't a pool filter. This is like a leaf catcher. But hey, it is what it is. I like it. Now we just got to figure out what color we want to paint this pool. Do we want curved edges or do we want a square? I think with this pool, I think I'm going to go with a straight square. Do I want cyan or do I want blue? Blue paint. That'll work. Okay, and smooth. Yeah, let's go with smooth. And I do know that this is like one. There we go. Pretty color. Oh, hello. Thank you. Very pretty. It just gives me the heebie-jeebies being underwater like this for some reason. I don't know. Is that just me? Oh, that's pretty. That is really pretty. Okay. Now, I would like to do a coping of some description around the pool. But the block is too... this is too tall. You know what we're going to have to do, don't you? We're going to have to rely on our trusty little building block. I think I'm going to do the short side first. And then we can always... I think that's just the right height. What do you say? So if we do that, it blends, but it just gives you that slight feel of the edge of the pool. Okay, now Duplicate. Yes, you. Dang it. I was hoping, you know? I was. How wide is that? Fine, we'll just do the block. Oh, we do have it. Why am I losing my mind? The pool has arrived and I'm so excited about water. There we go. Come along with me. Let's paint you pretty. Now, with this being a community center, we probably are going to need... We don't have lifeguard chairs here, do we? Don't think so. Did I do the inside of it? Yes, I did. I think that actually works really well. So you can dive in here. Ooh, can we make a diving board? We don't have a diving board, do we? No, we don't. We have this, but should we put a little kiddie slide in? No. But we should build a diving board. Don't have... Sorry, I'm just thinking. We don't really have a small ladder other than that pool ladder, which is not going to work. Maybe it will. Alright, so if we take this, okay, it's also going to cause me, that's fine. I build there. We can always delete it. Okay, and I keep on doing this, don't I? Oh, I missed this. Ooh, look at that. Oh yeah. Okay. What are we gonna use? Probably one of these little blocks again, hey? Maybe this? This would work. Let's see what they've allowed us to do with it. It would have to be plastic. What color is a diving board? Probably white. And we rotate it. And we I'm yeah. You know what? I know. Just know. Is a diving board wider than the stairs? Probably not. make sense? Change the size, bring that back. Blush. Okay, I'll take that. Let's find our blue paint again. And we're going to paint this blue. Ugh, keep forgetting, I'm in story mode. Go that way. Up, down, thank you. Let's just, okay, now we need white paint. I think that will be the easiest. I can imagine jumping off that. As a child, we can't do plastic. Gonna have to be a non-slip surface. So let's go with our universal paint. We'll go with white, and then we can always change it if we need it for something. There. I can't paint. Yes, I can paint with that. Awesome. Up. I'm gonna paint the end. Up, up, up. I'm bouncing on the water. Can I please? Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm just amusing myself. It's doesn't happen frequently that I just give myself the giggles, but yeah, it happens on occasion. All right, we've got blue paint, which we might not use again, but you never quite know. I have washed all the windows. That was a joy all on its own, washing the windows. But it is what it is. And we're probably going to need the step ladder inside. So first of all, I would like this finish on the doors. Let's see if we can do that. Copy style. So it's not going to... I don't know if I want that door. I'm not sure yet. So we'll just do this finish on the doors here, and I want a door there. Probably that door. Alright, let's duplicate that and see if it'll fit. Yes, it will. Sorry. Awesomeness. Is that the right way round? Now the good question would be, can I take this damaged wood off? I'm thinking that's what's on the door. Yes, it is. Okay, door handles. I'm glad they've finally given us images of the door handle. And I think I want to go for sort of the older style, something like that. I'm happy for it to be a black iron. Let's stay with the black iron. I can live with that. I like that. Sort of tones in with everything else here. So let's copy that onto everything else. And then we can change that to be a right side door. So that looks pretty good. I like this sort of like slightly damaged. You can sort of see through it a little bit from a distance. If you look, you see that. Doesn't quite line up, but it actually sort of helps with the ambience. Alright, now we need to see what we're going to do. I'm thinking of taking the walls out here and creating a little stage. So from here, I'm going to keep this wall here and to about there. And we'll have to take these windows out as well. So let's do that. I think, yes, these are going to be sold. We're not going to use that. We're going to keep that, and then we're going to extend this area so that the kitchen is bigger and there's an office behind there. So I think that will work. And let's get our smashing tool out, my favorite. I don't want to change the look of the building too much because I really like it. So I just want to sort of, you know, you buy the place, you add to it as opposed to demolishing it completely. Now there is a ceiling here, and we are probably going to need. Do we need the ceiling here? No, we have a ceiling there, but we won't need the ceiling. All right, let's get rid of this. We might have to put something back for the curtains, because we can always have a few little curtains hanging on the stage, or we can just not. I like that the beams are still there. Okay, that makes sense to me. And this area is perfect. Okay, my hard hat is doing the job. Suppose I better sell that light, otherwise we're going to lose it. And this window and this window, because you don't really want the windows behind the stage. Awesomeness. Wow. Hopefully I have my safety glasses on, because my goodness, just looking at that stuff landing on my head is making my eyes burn. Okay. I like it. Now we got to pull these windows in. Awesome. perfect. Now, let's get rid of that light. And I think I'm going to keep... Why am I doing that? I want to copy this finish because we're going to be using that in the back here. Okay, now the question is going to be, do we just do a raised platform, just sort of maybe that high? That works for me. And then stairs. Do we want stairs? Do we want... Oh, let's go with stairs. No stair railing. I would like it to be the same American walnut. That'll match the beams. Do we want 3 or 4 stairs? That works for me. I think that will be cool. I'm going to keep all the windows in here. I really like this place. I like the feel of it. And I don't want to mess it up too much. Yes, I probably will mess it up if I just get carried away. So I want to keep it looking really cool. I do want to put some wood on the floor though. I just don't want the same wood. We'll have to play with that. Please tell me I didn't take... Yes, I did. Oops. Gonna have to put that wall back in. Dang, one bringing it up. One brick at a time. That works for me. Now, these again, I'm putting doors in here. I wonder if we have a really... What is the biggest door that we have? Not quite centered, but that's okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cheat. I am going to take that support out. Renovate would probably have a fit and tell me the whole roof will fall down. But you know what? It's hanging in there. So we've got enough supports here. This will open this area up so that we can put some chairs here. And we've got the stage right there. Now, what are we going to put on the floor? I would like wood. We've got this natural walnut. Don't want anything as dark. Sort of can imagine like a almost an oak. Let's try it and see what it looks like. Yes, we want the planks, and we want quite big planks. See what that looks like. See, that doesn't quite, because these panels are almost the pinkish wood. Do we put that on the floor? I don't think so. It actually matches the beams over the doors there. So I'm going to take that. Oopsie. Okay, let me finish this and we'll be back. Okay, that's almost done. I want to extend this out, and that's going to have tile on the floor. So let's start by doing that, and then we can see where we're going from there, because this is going to be the kitchen, and if we're having functions here, we would like a nice kitchen and probably an area for the bins and the dishes, whatever. Let's just take this out further and see where we go. Let's build up, dude. Oh, you're not going to allow me to build? Okay. No, 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 no. Don't do that. I want one row. One row. Thank you. Then we can line it up here. We can take it up to that beam. It's like, wow, that was pretty good. That can go up to there. Okay. Come along here. Makes sense. What is on the top of that wall? Is that a beam or is that... No, it isn't. Alright, where's that little step ladder I had? There it is. Let's see what this is. Okay, so that's just a beam. Well, it's just a piece of concrete. It will probably need to be changed though. So that, the beam covers it, so that's perfect. And then we have a much bigger area that we can have a kitchen in. Now my thought process here is that we can have a window. Let's not get carried away. Let me find, there's my brick, and we can just clean this up nicely. Now the top of that has got the old concrete. I wonder, will they penalize us for having the old concrete on the top? I don't know. It said out of surface finish. Okay, that works for me, because now we have the toilets are there, so you have sort of a, you can step through into the doors, which is perfect. These aren't actually doors, so those need to go. And we need to find, are these regular doors? I think so. I just want a simple door, something like that. Yeah, that's the right size, but I would like it to open inwards. Okay. Awesome. We can just match it to that door. Yes, that looks better. Wonderful. Now we know where to carry on with the wood. It's literally to here and there. And then we'll put tiles in there. Oh, we've still got wood. Wow, we went through a lot of wood there. Okay, that makes sense to me. Let me know what you think. And you know, I'm having a thought, maybe this should be enclosed as an office. This would make a pretty good office. I like that idea. We can have, this is the office. This is the whole other area, because we can put cabinets and desks and lock the door on that. Let's do that. Where do we want it? About, let's see, if I do that, where does that come out? Alright, so we're going to have to take it back a bit. See, did I hit the, probably not. Oh, come on. Didn't quite hit that, but that's okay. We can get our step ladder and pull that gap in. So we've literally got one brick here, and it will be perfect. like we meant it. It's like we planned it or something. There we go. So now we have the pool, the doors going out to the swimming pool there and then into the kitchen. We have the main entrance here. Do we need all these doors? I don't think we need all these doors. I think I'm going to remove... No, don't copy it. Delete it. We really don't need all these doors here. I think that's a beam, so we're going to fill it in. That's a beam, so we're going to fill it in. How far does it go to there? We're going to have to do some exterior work once we've done with the interior. Awesome. There's a side entrance. It doesn't need 4 doors. There we go. Much better, and it gives us more area to work with. I actually think it wouldn't be a bad thing to have a little market type stall there or something, sort of like a permanent stand where people can come and sell stuff. Well, that went pretty far actually, and I have no idea what it is, so let's copy that, shall we? There we go. Now the only question I have is, should we take that back? Because that is slightly further out than that one. So let's take this back. I'm going to literally do this. Do one more. Better. And then that lines up on that side. Okay. We need some floor. Literally 1 block or 2. And we need some more. Okay. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a door in here, and then we can call it for the day. I'm going to literally use one of these doors because, can I please Can I duplicate it? Thank you. I think I want it to open outwards. And then we've got a lovely big office in here. We can put a sign over it that says office. And we all good. And then the kitchen is on this side. In fact, you know what? I'm going to sell that door. I wonder, is this the same size? No, no. A different door. This medium door. Yes, of course it is. That's fine. We shall just copy that today. And we're good. We have all the interior doors matching, the office, the kitchen. You can see the doors are fairly close to the end on each side. We have a stage here. We can have some, maybe an old piano up there. And we've got bathrooms that need to be done. And sort of keeping the feel of the place, which I really love. So guys, I think I'm going to leave it here for now. Am I imagining it, or is that not quite lined up properly? Yeah, look at that. It's like, I can't, if I take that, I'm going to not be able to get it back in there. So I'm going to just leave it. We need to put some lights in our swimming pool. Whee! Bloop, 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 bloop. Whoa. There we go. Okay. Monday, guys. What can I say? So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got this far, please subscribe. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.